Hello, my name is Afik Daniel, and my matric number is 07DLS212014. And my lecturer name is Madam Nur Nadira binti Nordin. And today, I'm gonna make an oral presentation about internet safety. As for introduction, the internet is without a doubt one of the best resources available to us. Unfortunately, it's also extremely dangerous if you aren't aware of who and what lurks behind the scene. Everyone should know how to be safe when surfing the web, but internet statistics or tricks are spread out all over the web without a go-to resource. Since the majority of internet scheme and virus are student and young people, OpenColic is a perfect place to post the very first guide to being safe on the internet. Why is this important? Well, our children today depends on technology for everything. However, what they still fail to realize is that the technology world is a much bigger world as well, but it can be extremely dangerous. It is extremely important for us to educate our children to make sure that they are being safe and polite when communicating. It is also extremely important for our students to understand the consequence and the danger that exists online. These are top 10 cyber safety tips for parents. First, be informed, up to date, and alert. We must always be informed of what are they doing. We must always be alert of what are they surfing on the internet, so we know that they didn't conduct any bad things while surfing the internet. Second, know the tools, risks, and rules. We must know the tools, risks, and rules on the internet, so we will know what the risks of using an internet, what the rules of the using internet, and what the tools we can use to surf and use the internet. 3. Use online protection tools. There are many online protection tools such as malware. You can use any malware on the internet to protect of what your sons are surfing on the internet. Online protection tools is important because if you install those malware on the internet, those protection tools, it's gonna prevent virus from happening. 4. Encourage critical thinking. Always ask your children what they do on the internet, what they're trying to do on the internet, what they're surfing on the internet, so we will know what goods and bad that they are doing on the internet. Number 5. Set up your internet for safe use. Number 5. You will always set up your internet for safe use, so your children will not encounter any bad things on the internet, and your children will always safe by using the internet. Number 6. Learn about social network. There are many social networks out there such as Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook. We must learn about all the social networks so your children will know, so you will know what your children are doing there on those social networks. Number 7, understand games and apps. We must understand what games and apps that our children are using, because sometimes these are games that conduct violence. So we wouldn't want that our children to play those kind of games. So we must prevent it from happening. So to prevent it from happening, we must understand the games and apps that they are using. Number 8, understand online violence. There are many such things as online violence, such as cyberbullying, cybersexism, and sexual harassment. We must understand all those online violence so that our children will not be affected by those online violence. So for them to not be affected, we must understand all those online violence for them to be understand. Number 9, trust, invest time, and educate. We must trust our children, our student, and monitor them and educate them. and also those invest time. We wouldn't want our children to always be on the internet. So, to do that, we must monitor them and educate them to not always be on the internet. At least do some exercise and everything, so they will not do it. They will not always on the internet. Sorry. Number 10, practice what you preach. Practice what you preach is mean that if you don't want your son to smoke, then don't smoke. So same to apply as the internet safety, because if you don't want your children to surf or encounter any bad things, then you don't have to search and encounter so you don't have to search any bad things. So your children will influence by you to not do something bad or surf something bad on the internet. Yeah, that's it. Next is the advantage and the disadvantage of the internet. As for advantage, there is a virtual communication. The user out there can communicate virtually with others across the world. Besides, the communication is established within no time. Needless to say, the user enjoys almost speed and accuracy while virtual communication. Number 2 is online business. A great many of the businesses exist online. Apart from making use of the emails for the sakes of correspondence and various other purposes, the business find it easier to create and expand the specific audience by means of social media. And that's only an example. Besides, there is a digital marketing, and the entire world of all commerce has been existing and flourishing because of the internet. And the last one is search information. We can search any kind of information. We can search almost any kind of the information has become far easier on the internet. Internet offers a number of efficient search engines, including Google. The net surfer can not only get the information required within a few minutes, but can also use it in a highly efficient manner to accomplish various types of goals. Okay, next, as for the disadvantage. For the disadvantage, spread of negative or false opinion on the internet. Because of an easy access to the masses because of the internet, apart from targeting the huge audience for business and various other purposes, even spreading rumor has also become possible. Thus, it all depends on the consequence of the internet user to opt in between positive or the negative purpose that they are using the internet for. Spreading a negative false opinion is easy right now on social media, so we must be aware of what opinions that we give and negative opinions that we give on the internet. 5. Students are diverted. Many times the students are diverted. Rather than studying when the respective syllabus prescribed, they focus on the topics or the subject that they find interesting. Otherwise, it results in a great waste of time. That one is sedentary lifestyle. Earlier, people used to spend a little time on the internet, especially in the evening. Go walk around, do some outdoor games. But nowadays, people been surfing on the internet almost all day. So that is the bad thing for us, because we always surf on the internet. So they are time glued to the computer monitor, and with a sedentary life, the health does suffer. And those health gonna be suffer, of course, because of what you're doing on the internet. So for the conclusion is, in conclusion, internet is one of the best thing ever invented in humanity. The amount of thing you can do over the internet is extremely phenomenal. It's an absolute great tools to learn and communicate in just a click of a mouse. Its unrestricted accessibility, however, create apprehension to young people who can access it. Internet can expose this young mind to harmful, uncensored videos or images that can cause various psychological influence. And overusage of computer can also lead to different kind of physical and cognitive health problems. Internet can be really helpful and entertaining, but for those who do not know how to control it, it will just explain its harm and dark side of the internet. That's it from me, Afik Daniel. Thanks.